Good morning. I hope you were able to get some rest after all the excitement yesterday. Today, I'll be teaching you about tagging. Tags are a useful way to communicate with other divers, but they can also help you navigate around in the ocean. Let's start by tagging a creature. Scan one and select the tag you want to apply while focused on it. Tag successfully applied. You'll be able to keep track of this creature's location on your map. Tags can also be attached to salvage. Let's try it. There appears to be salvage in that area. Tag successfully applied. This salvage will now be marked on your map. You can also see tags on your map from divers who are sharing with you. I'll go into more detail about sharing later. It looks like Daniel saw your tag and decided to head this way. Receiving transmission. The researchers at HQ have concluded their study of the artifact. The artifact was confirmed to be an ancient relic of the Oan's people. HQ is referring to it as the Mystery Board. On it are squares containing inscriptions relating to the mysteries of the Veiled Sea. They've been called the 99 Mysteries. For some reason, due to properties not understood by HQ scientists, the squares appear to be capable of producing light. Scientifically speaking, that wouldn't be possible. Then again, it would hardly be the first phenomenon we've seen with no rational explanation. The mystery board will prove very valuable if it helps us learn more about these mysterious waters, or shows us how to save the world coral. Hello there. I see someone has decided to join us for your last day of training. Daniel must be feeling competitive after you found the mystery board. Today, you'll be free to make your own way through the Veiled Sea, using what you've learned as you explore. Threadsail filefish. This species lives in shallow, sandy habitats and feeds on crustaceans and mollusks. The male has a thin, thread-like second tendon on its dorsal fin, so it is easy to distinguish it from the female. Because of the species' sharp teeth, anglers trying to catch it often end up with cut lines. You may notice that creatures are easier to see after you scan them, since the shroud of light around them goes away. HQ's working hypothesis is there are luminous bacteria that get repelled by electromagnetic waves from our scanning arrays. This process is known as collecting light. Transmission from HQ. We have updated information about the status of the world coral. HQ monitoring systems have detected light emissions at the world coral and a concomitant reduction in necrotic matter. It seems that somehow, light is returning to the world coral and restoring it. Huh? Look at that. It's the same large coelacanth that we encountered last time. Risk level, moderate. While its temperament toward humans is unclear, the creature does not seem as agitated as last time. I advise trying to scan it. But please be careful. You did it. Scan successful. I'll transmit our data on the supersized coelacanth to headquarters. HQ has assigned this new species the name Raja Emmas, which translates to Golden King. It's never been studied before, so needless to say, the data you gathered will be quite illuminating. You may not know that HQ maintains a numbered database of unidentified marine life, or UMLs for short. By scanning Raja Emmas, you've officially discovered a UML. Congratulations! Your career with Project Aegis is off to a promising start. Strangely, it seems to have started shining in response to your discovery of Raja Emma's. It appears you were right. We'll have to keep an eye on the mystery board as we do our research. And with that, your training is now concluded. Between finding the mystery board and discovering Raja Emma's, it's been an eventful few days. I look forward to working with you both again. Happy diving! Blue-cheek butterfly fish. This fish, a popular choice for aquariums, is yellow with a mask-like pattern around its eyes. It is only found in the Red Sea, where it often can be seen swimming in pairs around coral reefs. It eats by pecking at coral polyps. Blue-green damselfish. Found in shallow waters near coral reefs, this tropical fish has a slightly protruding lower jaw. Its shimmering emerald green scales change color as light hits them. A timid sort, it prefers to swim in groups. In moments of danger, the entire shoal of fish will dart for cover behind corals. Royal angelfish. This fish has black and pale blue stripes down its striking yellow body. When young, it has a circular pattern like an eye on its dorsal fin. It lives among rocks or coral reefs, forming harems. In rare cases, a specimen may have color mutations, but this makes it no less prized by enthusiasts. Speckled butterfly fish. A pale yellow fish with dark spots. There are many similar varieties of butterfly fish, making it hard to tell which is which, but this species is easy to pick out due to its unique pattern. It lives in shallow areas of coral reefs and is an omnivore, eating algae and other benthic organisms. Spotfin butterfly fish. A white and yellow butterfly fish found only in coral reefs, it gets its name from the small black mark on the rear of its dorsal fin. It also has a black band running over its eyes. These markings may be to confuse predators about which side is the front and which is the back. Threadfin butterfly fish. It has a black circular pattern at the rear of its dorsal fin, from which a filament trails. The fish inhabits coral reefs and feeds on coral polyps and sea anemones with its mouth of small, hair-like teeth. Its range is quite vast, and it can be found in many different places across the ocean. While it may sometimes form schools, it is most often found alone or in pairs. Speckled butterfly fish. Bicolor parrotfish, red. A bicolor parrotfish of a rare red hue, it seems to have changed colors by ingesting pigments in the region's algae. Vibrant red shade aside, it still bears the unusual expression and small mouth peculiar to this glum-looking species of fish. Purple queen. It is worth seeking out schools of this beautiful deep purple anthias near coral reefs. If you look closely, you will note a point to its mouth. The male can be told apart from the female by its reddish dorsal fin and the upturned mouth. Like other groupers, it forms into harems. Pearlspot chromis. This fish has big eyes for its small body, and lives in large groups near coral reefs and rocks. Its body color can vary from gray to dark brown and other colors, and it may have white spots near its fin or tail. After a female lays its eggs, the male diligently protects the nest and tends to the eggs. Yellow boxfish, young. A fish that migrates with the seasons, it has a boxy, distended appearance and black spots all over its body. While the juvenile is quite colorful, the adult is a darker, more subdued shade. When it senses danger, it emits a poisonous mucus from its skin, making it a dangerous fish for humans to approach. Gold-tailed demoiselle. The smallest member of the demoiselle family, this fish can be found in shallow waters. It looks similar to the sapphire devil, except for its yellow tail. It feeds on plankton, algae, and small crustaceans, and its strong temper means that it will aggress fish of the same size or smaller. Leopard whipray. This species can be recognized by the leopard pattern on its back. Its tail, twice as long as its body, has a venomous stinger at the tip. It is not very active and spends most of its time buried in the sandy seafloor. Pilotfish. This species gets its name from the way that it swims in front of other fish, such as sharks and rays, as if guiding them forward. It is silver with a striking pattern of black bars across its body. These bars are a constant throughout its lifespan, making it an easy fish to identify at any age. Sawtooth. This barracuda appears in shallow areas spread out over vast swaths of the ocean. It has a pattern of boomerang shapes running across its abdomen. While it looks similar to the great barracuda, the stripes on the body of that species only appear on the upper half of its body and never cross below the lateral line. Japanese lates. This fish's eyes glow red when light is shined on them in the dark. It is related to the Nile perch and barramundi. The barramundi has eyes that glow gold under light. The Japanese lates is an ocean fish, but it has been known to enter brackish and freshwater areas sometimes. Marine betta. Covered with white dots, this fish looks like a field of shooting stars. The complex pattern makes it difficult to tell where its fins and eyes are. Its dorsal fin has a patch on it that looks like an eye, making it look almost like a turkey moray's head. It hides in cracks in corals and rocks. Long-spine porcupine fish. A spiny fish living in coral and rocky reefs. Like a pufferfish, it can swell up its body, giving it the appearance of a chestnut burr. It has about 300 to 400 spines in total. In adulthood, it is often solitary and carnivorous, preying on crustaceans, mollusks, and benthic organisms. Red stingray. Its large, diamond-shaped body ends in a long tail with a venomous stinger. The stinger is hard and serrated and has high penetrative power. Not only is it difficult to remove, it also leaves the edges of the wound badly torn. Its skin is the same dark brown as many other species, but the underside has a distinct orange edge. Red cornet fish. This creature is often called names like flute mouth due to its physical resemblance to the wind instrument. The suction power of its slender snout increases when sucking in and eating small creatures. As it grows, its red color gets darker. Flame angelfish. As its name suggests, this fish is flame red. Many fish living near coral reefs are brightly colored but few are red, which makes this one special. The depth of color varies based on where it is found. During breeding season, the male may court the female by pecking on her abdomen. Giant manta ray. Well known to the general public as well as to divers, this is the world's largest ray. Each manta ray has a unique pattern of black spots on its stomach that helps to tell them apart. These black spots can spread across the entire stomach, making some manta rays appear entirely black. This ray sometimes jumps out of the water. This is thought to be because the ray is startled or trying to remove parasites. Red parrotfish. This omnivorous fish is found in coral reefs and reef areas with strong tides. It can be told apart from its parrotfish cousins by the lack of humps or spots on its head. While females are red, males are actually blue-green, leading some to mistakenly identify them as knob-snout parrotfish. Yellowfin tuna. A type of tuna found near the surface in warmer waters, it has a dark blue back and stripes of vibrant yellow along its body. The second dorsal and anal fins stretch longer and longer as the fish matures. It preys on fish, crustaceans, and cephalopods such as squid. Double-lined mackerel. This large fish is a close biological relative of the Japanese Spanish mackerel. It gets its name from the two lateral lines that run across its body and merge near the tail. Its body is flat and spindly. Commerson's dolphin. One of the smallest cetaceans, reaching only about 150 centimeters in size. Because of its distinct black and white coloring, it is sometimes called the panda dolphin. The sex can be determined by the black spot on its abdomen. The males will be in a teardrop shape, whereas the females is more oblong. Tasseled wobbegong. This shark is wide and flat. Its color and pattern blend into the sand or reef where it lives, making it hard to see. Its wide mouth, filled with long, sharp teeth, extends around the front edge of its head. The mouth is surrounded by lengthy, beard-like tassels that imitate seaweed. Japanese bullhead shark. This shark has a large head and distinctive ridges above its eyes that can look like cat ears or cow horns. It lies still in reef crevices or on the seafloor during the day, then goes out to look for food at night, using its strong teeth to crush and eat mainly mollusks and crustaceans. Dwarf sawfish. This creature has dozens of teeth arranged in a saw-like pattern. Its body is covered with sharp scales known as placoid scales. It has traits of both a shark and a ray, but it is classified as a ray because its gills are on the ventral side. As this species is rarely captured anywhere in the world, there is much that is still unknown about it. Red sea bream. Pale red with light blue flecks, its coloration is thought to be connected to its environment in some way. It lives on its own, deep in the ocean, and feeds on prey such as prawns and crabs. This species holds cultural significance to some, and since prolonged sun exposure can cause visible damage to its skin, scientists are studying ways to mitigate this danger. Transmission from HQ, unusual biometric signs have been detected at this dive site. A UML may be nearby. To locate it, we'll need to collect data from other anomalous creatures in the area. Your target's approximate locations will appear on the map as orange circles. When you're close to one, your scanner will also flash orange. Please try to find all the target creatures. Yellow long-nosed butterfly fish. This yellow fish uses its elongated snout to get into openings in coral and eat small animals it finds inside. It sometimes rests in caves and crevices, and when in a cave, may float with its belly pointing upward. This keeps its belly safe and lets it use its dorsal fin to protect itself. Pyramid butterfly fish. This species has brown, yellow, and white coloring. It can be seen gathering around reefs and feeding on floating plankton. A comb-like structure in its gills lets it filter out plankton from the water it takes into its mouth. This lets it feed without swallowing too much water. Lined surgeonfish. This bright yellow fish is covered in pale blue lines. It is fiercely territorial and will attack any fish that enters its domain. An herbivore, it eats algae attached to rocks and corals. Its flashy looks make it appealing to divers, but care should be taken not to touch the sharp spines near its tail. Lagoon triggerfish. When this fish feels threatened, it has a habit of making a grunting sound. Hence, its Hawaiian name is Humuhumunukunukuapua. which roughly means triggerfish with a snout like a pig. It has an aggressive temperament and will fight ferociously to protect its territory. Striped sea perch. One of the largest members of the surf perch family, reaching up to 40 centimeters in length. The sides of its body are flat, giving it a similar shape to a sea bream, and its dark scales are lined with beautiful stripes. It's mainly found in areas with lots of kelp, and it is a carnivore, subsisting on shellfish. Surf perch. The surf perch can primarily be found in sandy mudlands and shallow rocky areas, and feeds on crustaceans and algae. It is an almost silvery white color, often with hints of blue or red, and has a lateral line running along its body. It is sometimes mistaken for the species Ditrema teminki pacificum and Ditrema jordani. Blackhead sea bream. A slightly larger, black-colored sea bream. While it may be migratory, some members of the species prefer to stick to their territory. This species forms small shoals and generally feeds on fish, crustaceans, and mollusks. But because it is an omnivore, it can also be fed with melon. Spanish hogfish. A fish of the Labridae family residing in shallow reefs. Though the species always has beautiful shades of yellow and purple on its body, the exact patterning differs from fish to fish. It eats small fish and crustaceans and can grow up to 40 centimeters long, with males larger than females. Singular bannerfish. This fish can easily be identified by its alternating white and black pattern and elongated dorsal fin. It also has a small protrusion above its eyes. The length of a young bannerfish's dorsal fin is about the same as the height of its body, distinguishing it from other fish. Golden cuttlefish. This species has 10 arms, 2 of which are tentacles capable of expanding, contracting, and being stored in pockets on its body. It is able to change its appearance using the many pigment cells covering its surface. It is even able to change its actual physical shape at the same time. Banded hound shark. This fish has a wide head and slightly rounded mouth surrounded by lobes of skin. It is ovoviviparous, meaning the eggs are incubated inside the mother's body. It produces around 20 young that feed on the yolk of their egg. Because it lives in changing habitats, such as shallow coastal waters, it is not overly affected by environmental change. It is often kept in aquariums because it is docile and easy to breed. Luna lionfish. Large, long dorsal and pectoral fins let this fish move gracefully through the water. However, these fins are venomous and extremely dangerous even if brushed against. Thanks to the intense pain they cause, this fish is a feared sight in the water. Bowers parrotfish. This fish can be identified by the striking pattern of orange spots behind its eyes and the orange lines on its dorsal fin. An herbivore, it nibbles algae off of rock. The chewed rock then becomes white sand, making up part of the beaches near coral reefs. At night, it wraps itself in mucus to sleep. Pacific longnose parrotfish. A fish with a caramel-colored body, a long face, and a protruding mouth. It feeds mainly on algae and can grow to be around 50 centimeters in length. It is found in shallow waters, often around coral reefs, as well as seaweed beds. Juveniles of the species have an orange line running from their mouths to their tails. Japanese eel. This fish lives in shallow freshwater but migrates to the deep ocean to spawn. Consequently, it can live in fresh, brackish, or sea water. Humans should take care to wash their hands thoroughly after touching the slimy mucus on the animal's skin. McCosker's flasher wrasse. A member of the Parachelinus family with a long, thread-like filament poking out from its dorsal fin. Its body is bright red with lines running along the sides, and the delicate designs on its outstretched fins make it popular as an aquarium fish. Dogtooth tuna. It is often found inhabiting the coral reefs in shallow shoreline areas. It can be distinguished from other tuna species by its lower first dorsal fin and its wavy lateral line. While smaller members of the species swim in large schools, larger ones are found in pairs or go on their own.